you, viewers. Let's begin what's trending. With a disturbing development from the presidency following a controversial statement made by presidential advisor Onanuga, who called for vandals to be shot on sight, sparking widespread outrage on social media. The statement came in response to viral footage showing the reconstruction efforts of the Ibadan-Ilesha Federal Highway after vandals cut and removed shoulder roads at the construction site. Well, in the video posted on Friday, officials from the Federal Ministry of Works expressed frustration, calling out individuals destroying work being done by the federal government. Let's take a look.
These vandals, they cut part of it, they remove the one they could remove. There are some, let me come closer. See, now they will use hacksaw to cut the one that is very solid, very solid that they cannot remove. But the one they can remove, they remove it entirely. And these are starter bars. This is a very bad thing that they are doing.
Well, in a swift reaction on Sunday, Onanuga posted on X. He wrote, "Just shoot these unconscionable vandals, thieves at sight. They are worse species of citizenship." Well, this post has ignited a public spat between Onanuga and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's aide, Frank Shaibu, who condemned the statement, arguing that as a government spokesman, Onanuga cannot call for citizens to be shot on sight. Well, here's Frank Shaibu's post on X. He wrote, "Bro, Onanuga, as a government spokesman, you cannot call for citizens to be shot at sight. That is not law enforcement. It is lawlessness. Anyone who talks like this has no business in public office. Nigeria is not a killing field. Crimes are handled through arrest, investigation, and the courts, not instant death orders from reckless statements. Today is vandals, tomorrow it could be protesters, critics, or anyone who disagrees. Honestly, this is worrying. I just hope you haven't joined the smoking gang." Well, Dr. Abati, later on that Sunday night, Shaibu, critiqued Onanuga's phrasing of, shoot at sight instead of shoot on sight, prompting Onanuga to fire back, calling Shaibu a foolish boy, insisting both usages are correct. I mean, we are now moving into grammatical debate in this sort of conversation. But the main issue here is the government spokesperson calling for vandals to be shot at sight or shoot on sight. I mean, it's really worrying, Dr. Abati.
Okay. Well, I think shoot on sight
is
the correct expression, because you use British expression here in Nigeria, not American.
Not American.
So it's shoot on sight. It's shoot on sight. However,
who are you to do that?
However, the basic thing to note is that to say people should be shot on sight amounts to recommending extrajudicial killing.
Yes.
Or recommending jungle justice. And there's nowhere in our jurisdiction that is allowed. If a man commits a crime, there's something called due process.
Correct.
He's taken through due process. But Nigerians will say, even when you commit a crime, they take you to the police station, from police station to court. The justice administration's process is likely to fail. So many Nigerians have now resorted to extrajudicial killing and jungle justice, so that when they catch somebody, including one chance people, I think some of them were caught in Abuja the other day.
Yes,
people just took the laws into their hands. So I think it is wrong to recommend that people should take the laws into their hands. We must always have respect for due process, so that we don't give fuel, oxygen to policemen who are always trigger happy and we think that they can just engage in summary execution. Right. So I'm sure Mr. Onanuga, he will probably not make that kind of mistake again. He's talking about infrastructure vandals.
Yes.
Now, it's very unfortunate that in this country, when government is trying to help Nigerians, they don't want to help themselves. Look at Third Mainland Bridge, where they've done some video monitoring thing, and former governor, now Minister Umahi, and his team I've done a lot to, you know, people go there to go and steal things.
Yes.
Now, it's so frustrating. Some people will just say, look, just shoot these people. You will be the red line in Nigeria. Nigerians want to understand that it's for their own benefit. They will go there and uproot the rail lines. They will say they want to go and use it to make spoons. But at the same time, our justice system should work well, so that we don't feel so desperate to say, look, these criminals, these vandals who want to frustrate government and sabotage other Nigerians should be shot on sight. So let's summarize by saying Mr. Onanuga was obviously speaking out of emotion and concern, but it is not a lawful thing to recommend.
All right. Well, I'll come to you. Speaking about Nigerians who don't want to help themselves and also infrastructure. Here in Lagos, multiple areas, including Oshodi, Maryland, Ikotu, Lekki, Jakonde, were severely affected by catastrophic floods over the weekend, leaving commuters, especially in Oshodi, stranded for over 6 hours in gridlock as streets turned into rivers, with vehicles submerged in knee-deep waters. Frustrated commuters abandoned their vehicles and waded through the flood waters, while others spent the entire day trapped in traffic. Let's take a look. Well, Rivas, this is an unusual occurrence as, we're in the dry season. Reports indicate that the flooding was primarily attributed to blocked drainage system near the Odo-Iyaloro Bridge. The Lagos State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, also acknowledged that climate change is contributing to the unseasonal rainfall. I mean, we're seeing that, this is climate change as well from Tokunbo Wahab, but also the fact that they also had, the blocked drainage. Yeah. And one of the reasons for the blocked drainage is because of carelessness in waste dumping as well. But we're not hearing shoot those people at sight.
No, so the truth has to be said, as regards that, Tokunbo Wahab should be able to work on that so that they clear the Odo-Iyaloro drainage quickly. But there's also climate change. It rained overnight in February, and you're wondering what is happening. It rained in January.
It rained last night.
It rained
last night, yes.
So the truth has to be said, climate change is a big deal. And so for all those climate change skeptics, let us fix it. Let us be true to ourselves.
Yes.
Dr. Abati, Bayo Onanuga will repeat it again. It has become a pattern to make very unguarded statement by Bayo Onanuga. Let me read one of the statements Bayo Onanuga made 2023 elections.
Mr. Bayo Onanuga, please.
Mr. Bayo Onanuga, whatever. Bayo Onanuga, Uncle Bayo Onanuga, Daddy Bayo Onanuga. Let 2023 be the last time that the Igbos will interfere in Lagos politics.
Oh, I remember that.
He never apologized for this message.
Oh, he didn't delete this post either.
He will not delete it now. He went ahead to call...
You're calling for extrajudicial killing.
Yeah, he went ahead to call Frank Shaibu a foolish boy. He will never apologize. Has he not called me names when you tackle him? So that's the way he behaves. Yes, we know the founders are doing wrong. Yeah. We encourage them not to do it. But let me now also press the argument further. But Bayo Onanuga is correct. Is that not how they kill people extrajudicially in this country? Do they kill people and account for? Have they accounted for the people that died during EndSARS still today? Is it not gaslighting that followed it? The people during the protests with the Nigerians did, people that were shot during the protest, have they accounted for those lives? Do lives matter in Nigeria? Why are we deceiving ourselves? I don't blame Bayo Onanuga when the government spoke and said, go and shoot them aside. I'm sure he's probably thought of it that it happens in Nigeria. There are many people that are just killed like that. Or you didn't just take the story of somebody that was just taken and imprisoned like that, one of our cameramen's relative here.
Yes, and he's still in prison. Thank you for raising
today,
that.
Have they released the person?
No, he's still in prison. I've been trying to reach out to the police spokesperson.
Dr. Abati, Bayo Onanuga will still say it again. Him calling Frank Shaibu foolish boy, I think he has abused me too. One day that I quote economic figures, he's stock in trade. Yeah. So he makes very unguarded statements. He will still say it again and again and again and again.
In one line.
No.
You have not finished.
I've not finished. Okay. I'm still on the point. So, but most importantly, we should build a country that stands the test of time, that people are not just killed extrajudicially.
No.
There are laws for vandals. Let them follow the laws.
Absolutely.
That's just it.
That's it.
And there are watch guards for them. I think there's a surveillance
Yeah.
camera and everything. When they arrest them, they should feel the full rod of the law.
Correct.
But just killing people not like that. It's
Correct.
wrong.
All right.
Okay, just to add that there's a government agency called the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Force.
Yes, NSCDF.
Their primary duty is to protect public infrastructure.
Yes.
I think government needs to empower the civil defense so that they have the facilities they need, whatever they need, to be able to protect public infrastructure.
Right. Yes.
So that people will not go and be stealing public infrastructure for their own selfish gains.
All right.
Part of the problem we have in this country is that people don't know that we have a collective responsibility, whoever you may be, plebeian or aristocrat, to make sure that this country survives. When all of us start taking this country seriously and not claiming I'm poor, so I must steal, that's when Nigeria will begin to make progress.
Well said.